This is Max from Mind Your Mind, and I'm here today with
Darrelle London.
Alright, so you have a new album coming out on April 3rd called Eat a Peach, and
Yes.
what does that title represent to you?
Well, I came up with the title because I was thinking about different albums that have been named after colors, and I was thinking about what color my record would be, and immediately I thought of the color peach. And then that reminded me of a line from my favorite T.S. Eliot poem called The Love Song of J. Alfred Prufrock. And the line is, "Do I dare to eat a peach?" And the poem is about this guy who's looking back on his life with regret because he never really was his true, authentic self. And that's kind of what this record means to me, sort of. It's kind of me trying to put a little bit of myself out there and just be honest and be my true self. So that's why I took the line "Eat a Peach" from that poem and used it to name my record.
That's very interesting.
Thanks.
And so on Eat a Peach, you get to collaborate with one of your longtime heroes, Chantal Kreviazuk.
Yes.
She not only produced the album, but also recorded a few songs with you on it, like Too Good, Ceila, and Peach. And what was this like for you, this whole experience?
It was amazing. She didn't actually produce the whole record. She co-wrote those 3 songs with me and produced one and sang backups on one. But working with her was really, really cool. I had never co-written with anyone before. Of my first record, I wrote by myself up in my room, and I was terrified of the idea of writing with someone just because it's so vulnerable. And then my first real opportunity to co-write was with this artist that I hugely admired, so I was really nervous going into it. But as soon as we got started, the nerves just completely went away, and she had this way of making me feel totally at ease, and like I wasn't embarrassed to throw a line out there. I wasn't afraid that she would think it was stupid. She just really is good at sort of, getting the process going and getting the creativity going so that you're comfortable and you're just throwing ideas out there. And the process, writing with her, was really easy. And it was just amazing to be in a room with her, and she's so talented. She's an amazing pianist and vocalist and writer, and it's just inspiring to work with someone because it just makes you want to be better. So
yeah,
it was very positive.
That surprise, just entering this somewhat intimidating first meeting with her, and then that ability to just kind of be yourself and let it all come out.
Yeah, it was it was amazing. It was very exciting, and there's always kind of that fear that someone, when they're famous or you regard them so highly, that maybe they won't live up to it, but she definitely exceeded it.
Well, that's great. Is there a particular song off for your new album that you enjoy playing the most, or that particularly speaks to you?
I think it kind of depends on the mood I'm in, but I like playing First Date because it's just a really honest, kind of cheeky song about a bad first date. And I find that because so many people can relate to that experience, it's kind of fun to start off with that one and sort of get the audience to, relate with their own horrible first date experiences and just kind of share that collective.
That's really, so it gets
a horrible memory.
It gets an energy going for the entire show where everyone kind of just relates.
Exactly, and I love that. I love to sing about common experiences that everyone can relate to.
So, as if working with Chantal Kreviazuk wasn't enough, you were recently chosen to perform at Lilith Fair by Sarah McLachlan. After your performance in the Lilith Fair talent search in Toronto, congratulations first and foremost.
Thank you. It was amazing. So yeah, the talent search was online, so the fans voted for the top 20, and then the founders of Lilith Fair, including Sarah McLachlan, picked the winner. So I was completely thrilled to be chosen for that, and that was one of the most amazing live performance experiences I've ever had, because it was just such a great energy that day, and there were so many talented women involved. And meeting Sarah McLachlan, and she came by my sound check, and she's so nice and normal. So it was just like one of those really feel-good, kind of surreal experiences.
So speaking on like those kind of surreal experiences, a lot of stuff that's gone on with your life recently is just kind of like dreams one after another coming true, making your new album, performing at Lilith Fair. And what would you want to say to someone who is feeling hopeless at a point in their lives right now?
I would say that there's always something to look forward to, even if it doesn't feel that way. And the future just holds, it might sound kind of cheesy, but the future just holds limitless possibilities. You know, like you never know what might happen. And there's a lot to look forward to, and there's a lot to be excited about.
Mm-hmm. And what advice would you give to someone who is trying to make it big as an artist themselves?
I would just say to work really, really hard. And it's hard. It's a grind, and especially these days, it's not like people are just getting discovered and then they're huge and they make it. It's a long process. If it's your true passion, then I think it's very gratifying. And of all the artists that I know, the ones that have had the most success are the ones who are naturally very talented, but are also the hardest workers. So they're not just writing music, they're not just playing, they're doing, you know, they're managing themselves, and they're booking themselves, and they're paying attention to the business side of things as well. So that's what I would advise someone to do.
So being on the road a lot as a musician must have its tough moments. What do you do when you feel stressed or worn out from your touring and performing and all that? I find it, I'm lucky in that I don't mind, you know, life on the road, but it is, I tour a lot, especially in the States, by myself, and it is a lot of time alone by yourself, and I find, you know, it can be stressful. Everything's on you to get to the gig, and it's a lot of time, you know, alone, driving with your thoughts. So what I find really helps is, even if I don't feel like it, making sure that I get exercise, like staying at hotels that have a gym, and just blowing off that extra anxious energy at the end of the day really helps me to sort of relieve stress and stay clear and focused. That's good. What is one thing that you must have with you when you're on tour?
My GPS.
GPS, that's a good one.
Yeah, I would be so lost without it. I can't get anywhere without it. It's really bad.
Yeah.
And I should look at maps a little bit more as a backup plan, because once in a while the GPS will lead you astray. Yeah, exactly. But I've been driving a lot lately in places that I've never been to before, and the GPS has been invaluable.
It's a great tool to have, just for anything, really.
Yeah.
And finally, can you share one random fun fact about yourself with your fans?
Okay. I'm sitting with my mom. I don't know if she'd want me to say it. No, it's not bad. It's not bad. I would say I grew up in a haunted house.
Wow.
My parents don't like me telling everyone that.
All right, well, thank you very much for your time. I appreciate it a lot.
Thank you so much. Nice to talk to you.
This has been Max from Mind Your Mind with Darrelle London.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. Take
All right.
care.
You too.
Bye.
Bye.